Gingery, Wallaby, goodness me, Mullanjali Jargon. Good day and welcome to Mullanjali country. As we are gathered here today in this beautiful land, we respectfully acknowledge elders that have gone before us for the passing of dreaming of spirit, connection to country, values, belief, the knowledge, the sharing, love and care for each other, to be generous and giving, and sharing food, tools, skills, songs and dance and stories. Also acknowledge elders present for the continue the dreaming, making tracks, connection, sharing the history of stories, knowledge, keeping the dream alive, to hand out enduring elders. Thank you for your kind invitation to traditional Mullanjali elders to do welcome. It is also a proud custom to share the spiritual uplifting and having our Mullanjali people acknowledged. Thank you very much.
Aru, hello. Firstly, I would like to take this time to thank the Mullanjali people, traditional owners, past, present and future, for letting us gather here this week. I am Cody Barr, Aboriginal name Akawilika. I've taken this name from my great-great Auntie Maudie Nayland, the last Aboriginal woman to walk out of the Simpson Desert. I'm standing here today on behalf of my Nan, Jean Barr Crombie, Alpender. So she's unwell and unable to make it today. And I'll just hand it over to my Auntie Joyce.
Good morning, hello. I am one of the two sisters talking. As Cody just mentioned, that my sister is unwell and couldn't make it here today, so I've come alone to do it. My journey today I'll share with you about Birdsville, the Simpson Desert, where I was born, and Birdsville. I was stranded in Winton when I first took up my artwork, doing painting and all that. I was stranded in 2000 from the flood. I was there for at least two weeks before I could get home to Birdsville. I first discovered my art there. I started my first artwork was a penguin. I don't know why a penguin should have been something with dot, but it was a penguin. And also I was stressing to get home, and when you're stranded away in a mud, you're stranded, all you want to do is get home. So I was so stressed that I took up the artwork, and it took a lot away my stress. So I end this out like stress for people. I don't care who it is, but take up artwork, it'll help you with the stress. Two sisters talking, marketing and branding of our vision of sisters coming together to share. Karawara is our spiritual eagle and healer. Karawara eagle featured in all our work, our art books and sculptures. We did our journey together. Eagle is our own medicine man and a healer that belongs to our country, the Wanganguru Yalian people. The Karawara, as we grew up as young kids, our parents told us about the healer, the Aboriginal healer. We got our own spiritual doctor. So we got out there and listened to our parents to pass on our knowledge about our medicine man.
Which is then passed on to us. So the younger generation, me and my sister, we grow up thinking of the eagle as a medicine man.
This discovery of power of art. Art is about telling stories. Through our art, many stories are told with our language, English and Aboriginal stories. So our first language book was simply artistic pencil shade with each letter of the alphabet. So which was published in 2016. We actually take all our books to the school and talk to kids as well, because we want to bring our language out and teach the younger generation, whether it's Aboriginal or non-Aboriginal. So, and the non-Aboriginal people will know what us Aboriginal people are going through. So, my direction came from my mother, her father, and her father's father. So it was all handed, our culture was all handed down one by one. And today, we want to hand our generation of our knowledge, of learning our culture from our parents, down to the younger generation, which I've got here now, one of the younger generation, so she can step up and teach her kids and their kids as well. Because we don't want it to be lost. It's actually been lost as it is now. And this is one of the reasons why me and my sister wants to get it out there. Because we had the opportunity of our mother got her being taped by the late Dr. Louise Urquhart. She's a linguist, and she actually taught Mum, and now everything went to Canberra and Adelaide Museum. So, and Mum passed away in 2010. We're actually getting all those tapes and that back now and putting it out for our kids and their kids, and even the older ones that lost the language. So we just want to keep all the language alive, and hopefully this will motivate the rest of us to get up there and do the same thing as well. Inspiration comes from, like I said, from our family, and those pictures of family that some of them are passed on, so even the young, but these are the younger ones now that's stepping up and taking over, or going to be taken over from me and my sister, the two sisters talking. We, our voices in the book as audio, the Spirit Eagle guiding, and with our brother Jim in the picture there as well. Sharing of language is gathering our family. We walk and we talk and sit around in circle or at home around the table and let them do our talking and sharing our culture. This is one of the artwork of mine, so of the pelicans on the Diamantina. So it's also been what artwork we do. It's all been given and put into our books as well, because some of them are pictures of the desert out there. Most of them are of our artwork, because we're also artists as well.
Yeah, so most of the pages they've actually painted themselves, or pretty much all of the pages.
Yeah.
Painted by Nan and Annie Joyce.
Motivation. The third book. The first book was the ABC book. Then the second book was Looking for Taka, Marwaninuku Yukunda. I'll just talk on this other first one first, because it's got children's talking book, and I just want to let you know how we pronounce all that too. It's children's talking book. It's Alanawa Wankatintrada, and we're from the Wanganguru Yalayandi, language of the Munatiri Simpson Desert birds of Werari. And we are the Kakupula Wankatintrada, meaning two sisters talking. And this one is our journey on we're looking for taka as we grew up as young kids. We went across the desert, because we grew up on the station with our parents until older age, before we went to school. We went out over the desert looking for taka, like wild food, and that was, because we didn't get fruit in them times like we'd go to the shop. We had to go and pick our berries off the tree. We, and my brother, he's our spiritual eagle. The spiritual eagle followed us from the top. He was guiding us through where there was no, we were walking down through country where we were free to get around and not being hurt by anything. And he was showing us where there was heaps of food as well. Our third book is carry on from the ABC book. It's got an audio, it's a sentence book. This one's got we all got they've got the sentence books with the ABC in, and also the audio in the back. We got it in our language, the Wangari people, and also in English. So us, my sister and I, and my brother taping. We actually, with the Part 2 sentence book, we were lucky because we still got our brother too. We're the last of the elders that's left out of the Simpson Desert, because we've lost just about all of them now, the old people. Bless them. Sorry.
And two, I'm pretty proud, to say, my Aboriginal name, where it comes from, and I've just found it. Well, I'm 20 weeks pregnant, so the first thing we thought of was Aboriginal name.
Yeah.
Aboriginal name then. So I think that's pretty special to be passing down to the younger generation.
Yeah, because we're all, like my family, like I said, we were very lucky because Mum was taken. And all the others, they lost theirs, because now we're putting it out for the older people as well to learn the language back again. Because everything was lost at school, and a lot of it was taken away. And that was the biggest part about losing our language, is being taken away and couldn't speak it at school. So we lost it there. Then hopefully this is going to bring it back, because we've taken it into the school now, and because I've had teachers come and buy books off me, so it's good. It's just showing that with the books, it's getting out there with our language. So this is the drawing out of our first ABC book, the Arawanka Timperda book, and there were some of the words too. So with Goanna we got Kapiti, and the Galar is killer. So, and we also got the clapsticks, where women sitting around the circle with telling stories. And the Coolaman, the Wadna, so the Putta, so all those things. We lost all those, and luckily we still had Mum to teach us these words and show us. Yeah. By preservation, by keeping our culture, our knowledge and culture alive, storytelling, dancing. With these Dressed in the Central West last night, we had all our Aboriginal girls out, and the fellas, It's good to see. Yeah. With Central West, with the young ones coming out and doing these things, it just goes to show that they're learning from us, and they're actually listening, so which is unreal. The dancing, the song, and the people, the places, the culture. All the artwork we did, my sister and I, we did the sculptures. We started off with artwork and actually moved into doing sculptures like Baduri. It's all in the Diamantina Shire out there where I come from. It's got the, way in the corner there, it's got the uprights where Baduri's called dust storm in Aboriginal word, and see the dust are blowing through the uprights. The second one was in Birdsville gathering place, and it's for everybody, that gathering place. We've got a shed over it, and it shows on the rock there, that shows the Diamantina running through, because Diamantina goes through Birdsville. And over in Batuta on the rocks, on the hill, we've got our spiritual serpent. But the serpent belongs to everyone, or every one of us Aboriginal people. It just doesn't belong to us out of the desert. So we put it up there to show that we are connected to our spiritual serpent as well. Well, up in the top there, I've got my grandson and my granddaughter. When we first started there, I'm doing Dressed in Central West, they did the costumes. And that's my sister, She's this, well, that's my other sister, two sisters talking. She's doing, that's our silk dresses. It's called the Walking on Country, that dress. And these are the boys up here, my granddaughter, my daughter-in-law, and of course we got the didgeridoo player fellow there with us because I can't go without him, without him fight. And of course our very own spiritual eagle that we take with us everywhere because it's in the air. When we go and we're travelling, we see it. It's flying. You know, it's there, it's following us. Yeah.
So that sculpture's actually been put up in Birdsville recently.
Yeah, the eagle has only been put up in Birdsville. These are, because we're from Birdsville, they're based in that area, so the sculpture was only put up in July. Yeah, it was put up then, so... and it was a proud moment too for us because it represents everybody from that area. This is our storybook. This is our we're sitting around the table with there's my sister, the lady, the linguist lady, the late Dr. Louise Erkers, that type mother when she was a lot younger. My brother Jim, mobile language team from Adelaide, where a lot of their stories went to, and they were bringing it back to us. They were showing us all the videos, you know. And my sister, Jean, and myself. They're sitting there showing us all the tapes that they had in the museum in Adelaide so we can get them back and put them into the stories and texture in English as well as in our language. Okay, you're gonna now. I'm going.
And just if anyone is wanting to purchase any of the talking books down there, just come up and see either Auntie Joyce or Louise. And we've got the Two Sister Talking shirts as well, which are down there for sale, in a few tote bags. Thank you.
And if you've got any question, you know, just I think I've got time, have I? Have I got time for anything? Just you can find some questions.
Anyone have any questions?
Yes.
The eagle.
Yep.
That's our toad too.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we call the eagle Karawara. Yeah, Karawara. But a lot of the totems, like even the swan, I think the swan came in as well, the lady swan, because it was a Dreamtime story too as well. And it's I think it ended up somewhere down in Brisbane somewhere too.
It's pretty special, we share.
Yeah, and it's so good too, like last night we shared with you guys with the fellas dancing and the lady. So it was wonderful. Yeah. And it actually made me feel really welcome on country. Yeah. Yeah, it is special, and I think it's about time we got up now and put it out there. Stood up and put these our stories out. Get it out to the people, like the younger generation, not only the non-Aboriginal people, it's our kids too as well. They don't know, so it's good to get it out there. So. And I'm proud to be sitting here tonight. So thank you.